The month of March, we here at KFDX have been highlighting the contributions of women to events in history and contemporary society as part of Women's History Month. And that's why we invited the president of the Wichita County Republican Women to join us today. And that, of course, is Shirley Kraft. Thanks for joining us, Shirley.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
First of all, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit more about the mission of the organization.
Well, Republican Women, Wichita County Republican Women has been around for quite a while. And of course, it's an organization to bring Republican women together to listen to speakers that interest us, our shared beliefs about government, and to help recruit and also get elected Republican candidates.
And of course, one of your more recent guests was Congressman Mac Thornberry.
Yes, he was. And
what started you into politics? What got you interested?
Well, a long time ago, I actually had political science as my major in college.
Oh, okay.
So I've always had an interest in it. And then it just kind of grew as I got older. And then in 2003, I ran for the District 69 representatives to the state legislature. Only woman who ever did. And so that really peaked after you live through something like that, truly political, and the work it takes and the dedication it takes, and being able to voice the things that you believe in to the voters is quite an experience. And so that really then peaked it even further.
Well, it's funny you mention that because in Congress right now, women make up nearly a quarter of both chambers, the highest percentage in U.S. history.
Yes.
How important is it to have strong female voices in Congress, especially when it comes to facing women and families?
I think it's very important. I'm very excited about how many women are getting elected, not just locally, but statewide and state legislature and governorships, but the national level, of course. That's kind of a new thing, that much growth. So I encourage more women to do that. I think it's great. We're a little over 50% of the population, so we should certainly share that kind of population, I think, in our government. So they do care about family issues and women's issues, but the women that I talk to locally and otherwise care about all the issues that face us. Economically, health care, immigration, national safety, any kind of border safety for us. So I think they do look at all the issues across the board when they vote.
And of course, not only in Congress, but we're seeing some Democratic presidential candidates coming up. Speaking of which, President Trump will seek re-election in 2020.
I do believe so.
What do you think have been some of his accomplishments, his good accomplishments, and maybe some of the challenges?
I think he's, along with Congress, his leadership and along with his leadership with Congress has been very successful since he took office. We've had the tax cuts. We've had changing some of our policies toward some of our foreign relations. He has taken head-on China to help defeat the always large trade deficit that America has always faced. He has reached out to try to have an ongoing peace with North Korea. He cares about our national security. He cares very deeply about the military and, of course, getting those funds back into the military to build them up and get the equipment that they need desperately to defend us. And so I think he's had, of course, the economically has been amazing, very low unemployment for women, for Hispanics, for African Americans, for Asian populations. And I just heard two interesting statistics this morning. There has been 1 million people since he took office, I think less than 14 months, go back into the labor market. So that means the people that had given up looking for jobs are going back into the market. The challenges, oh my goodness, it's kind of hard to see every day. I'm not sure that any president in a very long time has had the daily challenges that that President Trump has faced with the media and the resistance to his agenda, and especially the determination to try and unseat him.
What about the wall or the structure?
The structure, yes, I think, is very important. I'm glad he's made that a priority. He made that very clear when he ran for office, and he did get elected. So I think it's more than just the wall. I think it is having to really delve back into our immigration laws and getting those looked at and changed so that some of these issues aren't as difficult as they are now.
And with issues in mind, what do you believe will be some that Texas women will consider when heading to the ballot box during the next election?
Well, once again, as we talked about, I think women are across the board interested in a lot of issues. Obviously, being a border state, I think that's a big issue for Texas women, for immigration, less government, more independence for businesses and in our lives, cut regulations more, which President Trump has already done a great job of. And so I think they'll be looking at all those things to help our economy to keep growing.
And your group, if women want to join, what do they need to know?
They need to just go to our website, which is easy to pick up. Go to our Facebook page. Someone will answer you. We meet every third Tuesday at Luby's Cafeteria at 11:30. So we would love to have interested people come. We also do have associate male members, so we welcome them too. They don't have any voting rights in the organization, but we have quite a large group of associate male members. So we're very glad to have anyone come, and I hope they will seek us out, especially as we go toward 2020.
All right, Shirley Kraft, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.